Okay, guys, Obom Bowen here again. Today, this video's for you here today, Friday. Today's day 5 on the episode of the subconscious mind, and I wanted to shoot this one here, draw a little bit on the board today, show you a few things going from point A to point B. Yesterday we talked about starting to hack the brain. And behind me, that the most important thing being able to hack the brain is to use files. And files, as you can see behind me, that's my library. Everything there is full of books. Those are the files of which you want to continue to program your mind with or continue to hack your brain. So when you're moving basically from point A to point B, that you see here, and I put down which, let me kind of explain what you see here on the board. There's 1, 3, 4, and 5 is basically in a matter of a year. You can change your life or hack your life in the matter of about 5 years completely to be who you want to become or do whatever it is you want to do. And the only reason I'll share with you that a lot of people don't do this, to be honest and frank, is because they're lazy. Most people don't want to commit to that 5-year process. But here's the thing. When you start to hack, you go from point A to point B, it's really a process, right? So it's a process in there for you to start, and normally it's 5 years, right? You can do it faster if you read more, you intensify your time and self more, and you see the value of that. So here's what typically happens. In here, in this process, the quality by which your process increases to get from point A to point B, it depends on how much you read or how you intensify those files, or sometimes reading of the same book, programming the subconscious mind with the same information over and over and over again. So the average person, that's why I put it here, see I write the word here, average. The average person will continue to go through life and get to point B, right? And the person, you got to be basically insane in your mind to start hacking your life. What actually happens when most people quit is that the average person starts the journey and they believe to get from point A to point B is a straight line. It is not. If you want to have success in any endeavor, whether it's faith, family, finance, fitness, or fun even, right? You have to choose every single day. What it actually is you go through the ebbs and flows. And a lot of times why the ebbs and flows happen is because typically when you're moving for anything that makes everyone else around you uncomfortable, just the same as you are too, they push back and resist. And you will find friction from your closer friends, family, your relatives that are surrounded by you. You'll always find friction there. So as you go through and you try to share new ideas and thoughts and behaviors and lifestyle changes that you possibly can do for the next 5 years with your family, it scares them. So they leave. So it gives you the ebbs and flows, and it's actually like this. It's up and you're down, you're up and you're down, you're up and you're down. And if you're continuing that like 3 years into it, halfway through the mark, in fact, more than halfway, about 65% of the way there, sometimes it's more down and you kind of like maintain on an average, but you still have to go through the ups and downs till eventually you get here and go through. So it's part of one of my favorite books. I always quote a lot because I use that in my life every single day. Again, it's The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. When you are showing up consistently, the number one thing you have to have through the ebbs and the flows to go through your process is this: a good attitude. You have to show up with a good attitude over a long period of time. It's typically 5 years. Right? So when you show up consistently with a good attitude over a long period of time, you got to have desire and faith. Faith is what's going to keep you when you get up in the morning. It's what's going to keep your vision going. We are the only beings, guys, blessed with vision. It takes vision to see things before the masses see it. For example, I saw the vision working with the company, living the lifestyle I'm living today as clear as I see you guys or you're seeing me here in this video today. However, my wife, who was not for it at the time, did not see it, but God gave me that vision, guys. So in my ebbs and flows, I had to go. It took me 9